Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning so far. I am, I woke up feeling just a little sluggish this morning, but that's okay because, I actually ate like a boatload right before I went to bed last night, and I, believe it or not, I stay pretty trim because I stay moving quite a bit and I eat really healthy food, but I do still struggle with regulation issues, keeping myself in check as far as overeating and overindulging. Like, yeah, it's healthy stuff, but like dates, for instance, dates and like nuts and stuff, yeah, they're healthy in moderation, but when you eat like so much that it is, anything, an excess of anything can be detrimental, like even water. Like, obviously, you can drown from water, you can die from drinking too much water. Obviously, and then you could die from drinking too little. It's finding that little happy medium that a lot of us have had. It's not really been my strong suit. It's like an on or off button a lot of times for a lot of us where, it's either on at full blast, balls to the wall type of thing, or else it's off. We don't have that little dimmer switch on it, but it's things we can develop by installing some rules in our lives, some guidelines. I like to call some of the stuff I impose are some hard and fast rules. Like, for instance, no smoking crack. Pretty good one. No injecting drugs. Things like that. No drinking. But some of the ones that are a little bit like, less severe, I try to put into the category of guidelines. That way, if I mess up or, deviate from the guidelines, it's a guideline. It's not a moral failing necessarily. You just deviated from the guideline and you should really get back on track with it. Like, for instance, not eating after a certain time a night. It's not like a life, like ending type of thing, or even that big of a deal, really. But when it comes down to it, when it's really just being conscious, things that have really been working out well for me lately is trying to get just more aware, more mindful, as people like to say these days, but just more aware of the trade-offs that I am engaging in, such as like doing an endeavor, it's like starting a business or something like that. If you want to get a business started, you can take the 2 hours a night that you would take watching like Netflix or whatever, and you can take that and then you can invest that into putting your business together. And in a week's time, you're looking at 14 hours worth of work put in to get you started on a new business that, could be like the game changer, get you out of, a job that you don't like or whatever, or a situation or whatever. But instead, a lot of times we choose, let's just do the Netflix because we need a little, break. And there's nothing wrong with that once in a while. But if it's all of the time, and if the thing is getting in the way of our happiness, really, our long-term happiness, if we're making trades, like this is what it is these trade-offs that we have. Like, for instance, I want to have a good working body. I want to feel good on a daily basis. So what's more important to me? Is it is it eating a piece of cake and some chips? Is that a good trade-off to feeling good and having the kind of body that I want to present to the world, which is a reflection of what kind of person that I am and what kind of choices that I make? That's the trade-off. Is my health and my goals, my long-term happiness, more important than eating this piece of cake and this, whatever it is, the sandwich, whatever it might be, this food? These are literally the trade-offs that we're doing. Or is this booze worth my happiness in life? Is trading off for an hour's worth of, kind of feeling good, worth my next 3 days of feeling terrible. That was the kind of thing that I was participating in on a daily basis. And I tell myself, I'm not going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to be done tomorrow. I can't do this anymore because obviously, like that, especially with drinking, the hangovers and stuff. But it's like that for so many things in our life. But to become aware or to give ourselves these little checks that be mindful of the trade-offs that we're making, the decisions, because it comes down to like this, like it's have a good day, have a good week, have a good morning, have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, stack those up, and then you have a good year, and then you have a good decade, and you have a great life, is what it is. And it all starts with these little granular little decisions that we make, and they are consequential. We think that we tell ourselves that they don't matter all that much. Oh, I can just do this, but they stack up. Every single one that we do stacks up to a mound of something cumulatively over the course of time. And that is, it stacks up to what kind of life do we have. So getting more aware of like what my actual trade-offs are, what is important to me, asking myself, what do I want? And are my behaviors going to get me what I want? And if they're not, say, okay, well, what behaviors do I need to start doing on a daily basis to get me to where I need to be? And then if it's a matter of like willpower, absolutely, self-discipline has been something that I have been working very diligently to develop, because I was completely undisciplined, just doing whatever I felt like doing and whatever kind of felt good at the time. But those things are not beneficial necessarily. I mean, like breathing feels good, and it's beneficial for the long term. But we've got our subconscious there that really just wants to keep us the same and safe and not taking chances and not working too hard, because it is our like default mode. It just wants us to, stay alive and not take chances, or it doesn't care if we excel in life. It just wants us to do it. It's kind of like a big dumb animal is what we are. But we also have this smart mind where we can look ahead and say, hey, these are the things that I want in life. So we need to use our conscious mind to train our big dumb. It's really actually incredibly a powerhouse and smart. It just doesn't think the same way. So it's like a big gorilla, and we need to be our own basically monkey trainers. And how I've been doing it lately is, number one, figuring out what I actually want in life, diagramming what behaviors that I need to install in order to get what I want in life. And then it starts with the thoughts. It starts with thoughts. And what has been working out very well for me is first thing in the morning and throughout the day is I try to install the beliefs that will encourage the behaviors to get me to where I want to be. Okay. And we are suggestible. We are programmable. We have all been programmed, whether we realize it or not. And we didn't have a say in what our programming really consisted of. It was our parents and our situations and whatever, and they weren't necessarily the most advantageous beliefs that got imprinted in our brains. So we don't have to do anything, but what has been working really well for me is taking the bull by the horns and implanting new beliefs that will get me to, that will encourage the behaviors that will get me to where I want to be. So how I do this is repetition every single day. When I get up first thing in the morning, I say, thank you, God, for this day. Today's going to be an amazing day. I love my life. The best is yet to come. I don't say all of this. I say the beginning part, and there's a whole stack of beliefs that I am imprinting in my brain to get me to where I want to be, such as problems. Okay, why I say I love my life is because this is life. It is what it is. And, if you don't have the one you want, then love the one you're with. If you can't have the one it is what it is. It's our life. So we can either choose to say, I hate my life, or we can choose to say, I love it. I love it. I'm going to make the most out of this thing that I've been given, this gift of life. It can feel like a curse a lot of times, but you know what? If you work on it, you even if it's a pig, you can make the thing. You can make improvements to it. Okay, and so. If you can't get out of a thing, like problems, like your life, I say, I love my life. Today is going to be an amazing day, because I'd rather be surprised with something bad than have like a fear of dread that something bad is going to happen. I'd rather be surprised and think that something good is going to happen all day long until something bad happens, versus the opposite, which is dread something bad happening that might never even happen and most likely won't happen. So what I'll say is, I'm going to have an amazing day today. And implant that in my brain. If I'm feeling low, plant a big smile on my face, because this body is like even when you give like a woo, beat your chest a little bit. If you're not feeling good, like you can trick your brain into it just by like plastering a smile and saying doing some joyous yells or whatever, like woo, and your body would be like, wait a minute, or your brain's like, hey, why are we seem happy? Okay, well, we should be happy right now, and starts pumping happy chemicals. It works. So problems, I say, problems are going to come. So you say, thank you, God. I love problems. I get these problems at work all of the time, and just in life. Oh, this thing is going wrong, and it's just the biggest, and people are freaking out. And guess what? I used to be like, oh shit, I'm so upset about that. No, now, I say problems are my nothing but potential. Problems are my propellers. I love them. I love them because it gives me a chance to be a hero and an awesome problem solver. And if these problems didn't exist at my work, then everybody would be doing the job and I wouldn't make the money that I do. The problems are pure potential for us to overcome and be a hero. Because if there was no challenges, there'd be no champions. If there were no problems, if everything went well all of the time, there would be no use for any heroes and nobody to do anything outstanding. And this is the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative kind of flow that we have in our universe, and to embrace the entire thing as like an awesome system that we can take advantage of, taking the what we've been trained, the labels of bad and good. I'm going to have a good day because something good happened, a bad day because something bad happened. No, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to have a fucking awesome day because I have deemed it that I'm going to have an awesome day. And especially if something bad happens, because then I could say, look at this face. I got this smile. You know what happened earlier? And guess what? I'm having an amazing day in spite of the thing, because I am super proud of myself for being able to just charge right through whatever comes my way, because I don't hang my happiness on outcomes that are beyond my control. What is within my control is how I deal with things. And it is a power that we all possess and can employ, and it has been revolutionary in my life. So getting up, setting the day, getting moving in the morning, and implanting these beliefs. I love hard work. I know hard work will get me closer to my goals. So I tell myself I'm the kind of person that loves working hard on a daily basis. I don't have to do these things. I love to do these things. I'd say I'm out there and some of this stuff is painful. Running in 5-degree weather, half naked, is painful. I say my pain is my pleasure. My pain is my pleasure. Discomfort is a badge of honor on my path to greatness. Like these things, empowering things. I can have anything I want that I work hard at. All of these things, to repeat it on a daily basis, sometimes an hourly basis, and it becomes reflex. The more we do a thing, because we are the ultimate adaptation machines, the more we repeat a thing, the easier the thing becomes. We create shortcuts to accomplish the thing, anything that we repeat, because thinking is very calorically consumptive. So our brain will come up with shortcuts. So if you do a thing, it's difficult at first, it's unnatural at first, but you keep on doing it and push through that initial difficulty of establishing the new way of thinking and the new habit. Eventually it will become the default pathway that you go to. Now, when a problem comes, instead of me going, oh, and this feeling in my chest, kind of, this feeling that we've all felt it, this kind of sinking feeling comes, it goes, I feel it, and I go, what? No, I love it. How can I take advantage of this situation? Awesome. I love it. Okay, so there it is. It's self-hypnosis by repetition, repeating this empowering beliefs, asking yourself, what do I want? And are my present behaviors getting me there? And if not, installing new ones by telling yourself the things that you need to believe in order to, just not positive thinking, truthful thinking. We are the ultimate adaptation machines. We will get better at anything that we repeat and anything we put our time and energy into. We are amazing creatures, and the average human is capable of outstanding things. We all are. Anyway, so this is what's been working for me. I've gone from literally like a homeless drug addict, standing outside of yet another treatment facility that I've been kicked out of with like 6 backpacks and a bicycle 3.5 years ago, to making multi-six figures this past year, and feeling better than I ever have in my entire life. And all of these things work. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you. The universe can be a wonderful place if we play by its rules a little bit, So anyway, all right. Love you guys. Bye.